Alright, let's dive into this because it's a story that's got layers, rugby, psychology, and a bit of drama. So, Ollie Chessum, England's back row, just spilled some fascinating details about his 60m intercept try in that wild Six Nations finale against France. And honestly, what makes this really interesting is the why behind it. Chessum admitted he was spooked by the thought of Bielle-Biarrey chasing him down. Personally, I think this is where the story gets juicy. It's not just about the try, it's about the mental game. Bielle-Biarrey's pace is legendary, and knowing that someone like him is on the field changes how you play. It's like running with a ghost on your heels. You're not just racing to the try line, you're racing against fear. Now, Chessum's decision to not angle toward the posts has sparked some debate. His brother's been giving him grief, and Finn Smith probably wished he'd made the conversion easier. But here's the thing, Chessum wasn't in his comfort zone. He's a forward, not a winger. Line breaks like that. Unfamiliar territory. What many people don't realize is that in high-pressure moments, muscle memory takes over. Chessum's instinct was to just run, not calculate the best angle. If you take a step back and think about it, this is a perfect example of how even elite athletes are influenced by their position and experience. It's not just about physical ability, it's about the mental framework they are operating within. What this really suggests is that rugby, at its core, is a game of split-second decisions shaped by fear, instinct, and the players around you. Bielle-Biarrey's presence wasn't just physical, it was psychological. He didn't even need to catch Chessum, the threat of him was enough. And that's the beauty of sport, right? It's not just about what happens on the field, it's about the stories and strategies behind it. Now, let's talk about Chessum's broader performance. 2 tries, 1 set-up, and a stellar showing in a losing effort. From my perspective, this is a player who's proving his worth in a team that's had a rough 6 Nations. England finished 5th, which is not great. But Chessum's performance felt like a silver lining. Jeff Parling, his coach at Leicester, pointed out that Chessum's top speed is 9.3 meters per second. That's fast for a big man. And it's not just speed, it's his ability to keep driving forward, even when the team's struggling. One thing that immediately stands out is how Chessum handles pressure. His captain at Leicester, and there's talk of him being a long-term successor to Maro Itoje for England. Personally, I think that's a bit premature. Leadership isn't something you chase, it's something that finds you. Chessum seems to get that. He's focused on the here and now, like Leicester's upcoming clash with Bristol. That's a massive game, especially with the table so tight. It's a sprint finish, as he said, and every point matters. What makes this whole situation fascinating is how Chessum balances humility with ambition. He's not chasing the England captaincy, but he's also not shying away from responsibility. He's led Leicester well, and his return to the England starting lineup coincided with an improved performance. Coincidence? Maybe. But it's hard to ignore the impact he's having. If you take a step back and think about it, Chessum's story is a microcosm of rugby right now. It's about adaptability, mental toughness, and the ability to perform under pressure. His try against France wasn't just a highlight reel moment, it was a window into the mind of a player navigating fear, instinct, and the weight of expectation. So, here's my closing thought, rugby is as much a mental game as it is a physical one. Chessum's try wasn't just about speed, it was about the ghosts chasing him. And in a sport where margins are razor thin, those ghosts can make all the difference. What do you think? Is Chessum the future of England's leadership? Or is he just a player who's found his stride? Let me know in the comments, I'm curious to hear your take.